Planet Zoo has been rated E10 by the ESRB for crude humor, mild blood, and mild violence. It is approved for all players age 10 and up. Howdy folks, welcome back to the Cascadia Wildlife Park. Sorry about a couple of days ago not having an episode. I just ran out of time. Anyway, I do have an episode for today. We're going to be adding red crane crowns to the zoo, and we're going to do it right in this area here. I already laid out the barriers, just to give us a sense of where everything's going to be. I made this this wall segment off camera before we got started. It's not strictly necessary. It's taller than what the birds need, and they don't need the overhang, but I like the look of it. I think I might use this in future zoos because it looks fantastic, doesn't it? Oops. Now, in case you haven't heard, I am out of my recovery phase. I'm no longer convalescing. I've had my stitches out. Doctor says I'm recovered. I still have a couple of problems, and I am going to have problems, but they're minor. I still have pain along the spot where I had surgery. I'm always gonna, at least for a while now. And but it's not the same pain. It's like I'm actually having arthritis attacks along in the area where I had my surgery. And let me be perfectly clear. I'm dancing around the subject, but my surgery was an amputation. What happened was I caught. You may have heard of Staphylococcus B, better known as the flesh-eating virus. Well, that's what I got. That's what I got sick with, and it's not pleasant. It's unpleasant to go through. It's I didn't they caught it in time so that the infection was not a risk to my life, but I did need to lose a toe, just one of my toes, the big toe on my right foot. I gotta tell you, it's a little weird not having a big toe over there anymore. But it doesn't hurt, and I can walk okay. You'd be surprised how much your big toe is actually a part of how you keep balance while walking, because I had to go through physical therapy to learn how to walk again without falling down. But anyway, that's where I am, And the fact is, one of the problems that I had prior to getting sick, that I've had for a long time, is arthritis in my feet. So here I am now. I'm missing a toe, and yet my body is telling me that I'm having an arthritis attack in that toe. How weird is that, huh? Anyway, like I said, I am recovered. I'm not bleeding. I'm not feverish. I'm not having problems. I'm actually doing pretty freaking well, all things considered. The thing being considered being, hey, I'm missing a toe. But hey, it is what it is, right? Not quite even, but you know what? It doesn't have to be. Here we go. Sorry about that. I did manage to turn my mic off in the middle of that coughing jag. They are investigating to find out what's going on with the coughing. Why am I putting this over here? I'm not going to put a path over here. I can keep going with this. They're investigating why I'm coughing, but the doctor pointed something a little spooky out, and that is that Staph B, this virus I had that just completely wrecks your system, does in fact wreck your entire system. So it's entirely possible that while the most visible manifestation of the virus was in my feet, it is also possible that it did damage to my lungs. Now, it doesn't look like I'm still infected. It's not like I'm still carrying the virus, but once the virus did damage to my lungs, the damage would be there forever. So it's possible that I've developed something, some condition, some bronchial condition due to the virus. And so they're gonna, start looking into it and treating me for it, and hopefully I won't be coughing for the rest of my life. But if so, I'll put it the way that my orthopedic surgeon put it. Better my toe than my entire foot. Better my foot than my entire leg. And better my leg than my entire life. And that's what it could have been had it been any worse. It could have been my entire life. I'm thankful that it wasn't. And I had some fantastic doctors. They really took care of me and kept me informed. And I got to tell you guys, for all that having a brush with death due to your health sucks, I couldn't have had a better group of doctors taking care of me while I was going through it. They were really heroes. Especially my orthopedic surgeon, Dr. Fishburne. Her name's Karen Fishburne. And it was funny. She came in the first time I talked to her. She came into my hospital room, and I talked to her, and she answered all my questions, all that number. And I didn't really think about it. And she performed the surgery on my foot. And afterward, in follow-up visits, I went to her office here in Melbourne. I think I've told you guys I live in Melbourne, Florida. A lot of people don't, Melbourne, Florida is a small town south of Titusville and Cocoa. If you find Daytona Beach on the map and you go south along Florida's Atlantic coast, eventually you find Melbourne. But, she was here in Melbourne, and I went to her office for a follow-up visit after, an aftercare visit, basically. And what I hadn't realized, since I had been dealing with her from the position of a hospital bed the entire time, I was always laying down, right? What I didn't realize is she was tiny. This fantastic doctor, and she was like 4 foot nothing. But she was a sweetheart, took care of me, did a grand job at it too. Absolutely wonderful treatment. And I don't want to say, if I ever had to do it again, I'd want her to be taking care of me. But you guys get what I mean. I'm not going to say that because, holy God, who wants to have this disease twice, right? But seriously, I don't think I could have had better care. Anyway, enough about this. Where did I put that? Is this it? Yeah, I think that's it. That's 6. 6 wide instead of 8. Come on. Okay. Which facility is without power? That facility? You're only just now mentioning it. Okay, so we're back here and we're going to put the cranes in. Let's get the animals. Look, cheetahs. No. Okay, the cheetahs. Just lay this down. Yikes. Alright. Anyway, the cranes are going to need some water, but they don't need to be very deep. We're not talking about like the beavers. I mean, literally. Let me show you. That is as deep as it needs to be for these cranes. That's it. That's all the water they need. Okay, so. Okay, you've got enough land, you've got enough water. You can use soil and rock. Okay, soil and rock. Too much rock. Okay, then let's give him some more short grass. Okay. We need a little bit of plants, not much, but some. Yeah, I've already got... Hold on. Maybe that we're having a staffing problem. There we go. And some vet research. Lots of different things going on. Let's get some plants. Sure. Asia. Taiga. Tundra and temperate. Probably too much plants at this point, but you know what? I like plants. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Oh no, they're good. They're good. They can still take some. They remind me of the sandhill crane, which we have here native to Florida. When I was living in Kissimmee, which is in Central Florida near Orlando, we'd have a family of sandhills come by pretty regularly and just walk through our yards. Very endangered sandhill cranes. You did not mess with them. You just let them do what they were going to do. And these cranes decided they were going to walk through my front yard. It was kind of cool. Could not interfere with them in any way by, legally. So what were you going to do? You couldn't do anything. Just let them go. That's how it was. They were cool. Huge birds, too. Huge birds. I'm going to put the rock underneath it to give the foraging box a little support. And what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to put the sign down and then delete the speaker so it doesn't overlap. Now we need a talk station. Where are we going to copy this one? And we're going to make it, let's see, October. All right, let's get some work zones set up. Okay, that's custodial. Educators. Food and merchandise. Keepers. Very important work zone. Maintenance, another important one. Security. Last but not least, culinary services. Let's put these guys in maintenance where they belong. This shelter does have a small heater. Not that the birds really need it. They are native to this climate. Okay. And there is our crane habitat. I think it looks really great. Let me get this. What is this? Education. Increase alpine ibex education to 11%. The zoo is now open 7 to 7. That way we won't do half of the episodes in the dark anymore. Okay, guys. Thank you very much for watching. This was a quick build, but it was an easy build, and it was a good build too. I mean, I like this. One thing you know what I forgot? I know what I forgot. I forgot to do this. Yeah. I need to put water treatment. There we go. That'll keep the crane's water clean. Plus, it'll help cover whatever other water I might put down in the area. Looks good. Oh, I wanted to show you guys something. I actually lost an episode of this zoo build. I lost it. But just so you know, I did make a habitat for the Highland cow. They're doing pretty well. It's over here. They got a barn. But yeah, I lost all footage of that build. It is what it is. I love how the Arctic fox is snow-packed, regardless of temperature outside. So there we go. Red-crowned cranes. Pretty cool, huh? I'm fairly sure that what I'm going to do next is add the European lynx, which will be interesting because I think it means that I'm adding European lynx to the Jakarno Bachelor Zoo, and if I've got it figured out right, those two lynx episodes will be dropping on the same day. That was an accident and not planned. It just happened that way. I need to get rid of some of the deer, obviously. You, sir, need to stop macking on your daughters. Alrighty, guys. In any case, thank you very much for watching. I will see you in the next episode, which is going to be the European lynx. Thanks for watching. That'll do it for this session of Planet Zoo. If you liked what you saw, please hit that like button below. Subscribe if you haven't already. And if you want to contact me, leave a comment. I will try to get back to you. I try to reply to all comments.
There is a solution, you could be a part of it. There's a revolution, you could be the start of it. Better get a move on while there's still a chance of it. If there's no improvement, this could be the last of it. Nature was a haven, now we need saving. No more conversation, time for cultivation. We all got a part to do to help the world pull through. But you gotta build a zoo. This is the law of the jungle, as old and as true as the sky. The forest protected shall prosper, the forest neglected shall die. You've an aptitude to change attitudes, cause we have to prove it. That planet to grab your shovel. There's work to do, the world's in trouble. You gotta build